Cloudy day. This is July the 29th, 2025 at 8:08 a.m. I'm in Carrizozo, New Mexico at my home base here. I have one in Texas also. But yeah, it's about, let me see, 65 degrees overcast, which is not bad here in the desert. It's usually blue skies and sunny, but this is again July the 29th, and it could be hot today, but it's not. It's very nice. And it's just a light sprinkle, which is not unusual in the desert, but that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is comparing living and traveling in a Class C motorhome versus a travel trailer being towed by a vehicle. Okay, I've got a 2025 Casita travel trailer, weighs 2,600 pounds. I tow it with a 2025 Ford Maverick all-wheel drive EcoBoost non-hybrid, and when I'm towing I get over 20 miles to the gallon, which is great. In the Class C motorhome, towing a vehicle weighs around 3,000 pounds, I was getting about 10 and a half miles to the gallon, but I travel at 55 to 60 miles per hour, and that's it. I'm not in a hurry to get anywhere. So the gas mileage was not all that bad for a Class C motorhome, but it's half of what I get towing my Casita. As far as overall living accommodations, they're about equal. The travel trailer has about as much space, maybe not quite as much as the Class C motorhome, because the Class C motorhome had 7-foot ceilings, and the ceiling in the Casita is 6'2", or 6'1.5" to be correct. But anyway, since I've had two Class Cs, and I tried several times to use the Class C by itself, because it was a small one, it was like 22 feet long, and but they were both new. I had two new Class Cs, and so but you can't really just live in the Class C, or I couldn't, because you need to go to the grocery store, you need to run a little errand here or there, and it's just not, if you get all your stuff put out and you're hooked up and all that crap, it's just a little bit of effort to unhook and every time you want to go somewhere. So that using it totally by itself without a tow vehicle was difficult. With a tow vehicle, it worked great because you had a small car, very economical to get around in, and yeah, it was okay. And of course, with the travel trailer, the Casita and the Maverick combination, you got the Maverick, which gets about 32 miles to the gallon when you're not towing. And yeah, so it's, well, I'll show you. I'm going 56 miles an hour right now, and it's showing this on this 99.3 mile trip or whatever. I'm getting 33.9, but it'll gradually go down as I go through towns and stuff, because in town it gets less. But that gives you an idea. So overall, for me, it appears that the Casita Ford Maverick combination is better for me than the Class C tow vehicle combination is. I do like it better. It's much easier as far as hooking up. With this backup camera this thing has, you can't hardly screw it up, man. You put that dotted line on the tow hitch and just back on up, and it'll go beep, beep, beep. And then you're within an inch or two of having it. You've already got it centered on the ball, but you might need to go back a little farther, to get the hitch on the ball. But yeah, it's not a big deal. And as far as anything else, it's nothing. I mean, putting stuff away on the inside takes about 5 minutes, because I just put stuff on the bed and I don't have that much stuff out anyway. And so when I get ready to go somewhere, I don't have much to do. But when I'm living in it as a home, like I've been doing for the past 4 months, it's pretty daggum nice. And the good thing about it is you don't have an onboard generator. That's a plus in this case, because I don't have to worry about, you have to start it every now and then and run it. It's good. You can't let the generator just sit forever without running it. You're supposed to start it every 2 weeks or so and run it for 20 minutes. And then you also got to change the oil. And then you've got a vehicle. If you've got a Class C motorhome, you got a car park, a big giant vehicle parked there that's mechanical, and it needs to be moved around or driven every now and then. Whereas with a travel trailer, you can leave it parked for a year, and then hook on and go. Might need to put some air in the tires, but other than that, you're good. So overall, I would say for me, now for you, you may have a whole different slant on it, or you're thinking maybe totally different. But for me, having lived in a two different Class C motorhomes for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years, or 4 or 5 years, and a versus a Casita travel trailer, I've been living in it, well, total combined about 3 years now. The first one I lived in for a little over 2 years. I've lived in this one for about 4 months. Same thing. And they've made some improvements which are good on the 2025 Casita, because the other one, I won't get into that. Enough said. But the overall comparison between a Casita versus a Class C Casita travel trailer versus a Class C motorhome with a tow vehicle, I would go with the the Casita for one person. Now, if you got 2 people, you might want to look a little closer at the Class C motorhome, because you do have more space. You do, and then that space could become very important with 2 people crammed in a small area. Even though you think you like each other, after a while you may not. So having said that, from on the way to Capitan to wash my clothes prior to taking a trip in the Casita, we're going to be on the road again here pretty soon. And today I thought would be a good day to wash, because I didn't think it would be a good day to go walking, because it was sprinkling rain back in Carrizozo. So, but anyway, if it's not sprinkling rain in Capitan where I'm going to wash clothes, then I'll go take my walk. But anyway, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want, but if you're going to buy something from Amazon, use the Amazon link. It doesn't cost you a penny. Yeah, just click on the link, go to in the description of my videos. Just click on that link, go to Amazon and get what you want. Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind, and enjoy your life the best way you can. Yeah, you do you. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.